I've been asked by a couple of people if I would show some Indian club work. Indian clubs are something I use very much to supplement my swordsmanship. I think they're a very, very good tool. They aid in flexibility and they aid in structure. Now, what I'm going to go through to start off with is a very, very simple inward swing as we come through. And I'm going to show you some of the structures that either make this technique work or break it a little bit, in my opinion. So to start off with, please be aware that I am completely self-taught when it comes to Indian clubs. I've read a few things, and obviously the majority of my work has actually come through an awful lot of practice, feeling where it feels right. I've also been fortunate to meet people like Mike Simpson and Steve Angel, who've been very, very open with their knowledge about it, which is a very, very good thing. And I suggest that you find their channels and have a look at them because they are very, very good. Now, that in mind, let's have a look at some of the stuff that I do. So first of all, the inward sweep, this way, here. So the hand's coming behind, like so, and then coming in front, like so. Now, the most common thing that I see when people try and do this is they'll try and control the club, and this goes really through every single exercise. So they'll try and do this, and they'll try and shorten, and if you see how the elbow here becomes bent and the structure buckles, this makes an awful lot of difference to how we work the club. So we're going to eliminate this to start off with. So to begin with, very, very simple structure. All you're going to do is you're going to put your hand behind your head like so, and then you're going to bring it in front of you like so. So what we're doing is we're looking initially at the elbow, and the elbow is going to drive everything as we're coming through here. Now if you see this from the side, you see how my hand's behind me here, and then comes in front like so, behind and in front. The purpose of this is to make sure that I never sweep the club over my head, like so, here, like so. But each time as I come through here, I turn the club in front of me and bring the club in front, up and behind. Now if you can see, this now forms a large circle here, it's a large circle passing in front, and a small circle behind. One which is orientated around the shoulder, one which is orientated around the elbow. So the large circle here commences at this point, the hand comes out, goes through an almost full rotation, then comes up, and at the point where it can't go any further, it bends behind me, here, and hangs down. Then again it comes in front, and behind. And if you see this from the side, you should notice that I'm not actually trying to pull my hand over the top of my head, I'm trying to pull my hand around my head, like so. And if you see this with the other hand, like so. With those structures in mind, it should be really easy to carry out the same action with the club. So from this point here, I start off, and the easiest way I find is to actually hang the club down my spine. And at this point, if you notice, the elbow is raised, it makes it very, very easy. And what I'm doing is I'm allowing myself to feel the stretch here. So I'm completely relaxing my arm, allowing it to go into the position it wants to. Then from here, exactly as I said, all I'm doing is I'm bringing the club in front of me. So from here, turning, pulling it in front, across, up, bottom. So here, a large circle, comes out, reaches behind, then comes in front. Behind, in front, behind, in front, behind, in front. Watching for the height of the elbow the whole way through. Watching to make sure that it's descending right down the back of my spine. Now if you see this from the side, or rather from the rear, again you see here I'm trying to allow the momentum of the club to pull it through the large circle and then into the small circle, then around. Small circle, large circle. Small circle, large circle. In both cases allowing the elbow to lead to pull the technique. Now, once we have this part, what we can do is we can start pulling either down the spine, which gives us a nice little stretch, and again turning exactly the same as before, or we can start bringing the club into a rotation around by the shoulder. which just gives a slightly different feel to it. To the spine, to the shoulder. To the spine, to the shoulder. Now, I hope you can see how simple that is. What I would say is, quite often when we start off and we're a little bit worried about the inertia in the club, we're a little bit worried that it's going to smash us. What we try and do, very much as I said at the beginning, is we try and control it too much. And this ends up being like so. And what I want you to think of is the more you put your hand to the back of your head, the more you're moving to the least painful part of the club to be hit by. So if you come here and you do this, and you try and control it too much, it may smash you. If you trust yourself and you allow it to come around, allow yourself to bring your hand behind your head with the momentum of the circle, the safer you'll be. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. I speak to you soon. Take care.